everyone, welcome to the channel and thank you so much for being here. My name is Benedicta and in today's video we are going to set up our very beautiful Osmo Fresh Fusion Air. So this is how our Fusion Air looks like. We are going to bring it over to our lovely, space here on the countertop and we are going to set it up together. So let's get started. So you need to be extra cautious when you are lifting it up. Remember that if you watch our previous video, it came with a tape attached. So yeah, it's very light, very, very light. We are going to remove this from it and we are going to take that out as well. So we've taken this out and also this protective stuff off it. And we will plug it, but before we do, we need to check what it's telling us in the manual. So that's our beautiful user manual here. We are going to find out the details of what we need to do in setting up our Osmo Fresh. The size is amazing. It fits really nice in our kitchen. It looks aesthetically, it looks amazing. Of course, we have to remove our rubber. It's tear rubber. So we are going to tear our rubber. Ta-da! And just look at how beautiful it is. You have Osmo Fresh over here. It's amazing. It's amazing. It says, hello, we are thrilled that you've chosen the Fusion Air Osmosis system. It's a great choice. We hope you enjoy unboxing. Yes, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed unboxing. And of course, I'm going to enjoy setting it up. With the Fusion Air, you are bringing clean, mineralized, and deliciously filtered water right into your kitchen. So in case you visit me, you are going to get really nice water to drink. Really nice water to drink. Yeah. And they said that they've designed the system with top-notch quality, great taste, and a sleek, user-friendly design in mind. You can scan this code and you can contact them by WhatsApp. And that's amazing. They are really efficient when it comes to their customer service. That is something I can attest to. And of course, I need to mention the delivery of this product was super, super fast. Very fast, in my opinion, faster than Amazon. So thumbs up to Osmo Fresh. So we are going to set it up quickly and it tells you the scope of delivery. You have this, you have that, and you have that tray as well. So 3 items in total. Of course, we have our drip tray here. We are just going to place it here like so. And there we have it. In the user manual, it says here that it's a note to us. If you are using well water, if in case this product is for tap water, but it says that if you are using well water as the inlet source, make sure that it passes through a pre-filtration system beforehand. So it's a good one. If you live in places that you do not have access to, tap water, regular running tap water, then you have the possibility of using the product even when you have your own well. Lately, there are homes with their own well that they've dug and they also have filtration system that comes with it. So please do ensure, in case you get your Osmo Fresh product and you are using well water, run your well water through a filtration, system before bringing it into your water tank here. Do not use the system with water that is microbiologically unsafe or of unknown quality without adequate disinfection before or after first use. So that is a good thing to know. It's telling you also have this, diagram here. It's telling you the filter cover, the display, the water outlet. We've talked about this in our unboxing video. You have the water tank right here. This is the display. This is the drip tray. The filters are in here. And, the 6-in-1 filters are over here, so you can push it open. You can slide it open over here to remove the filters when it's time for a filter change. You can do that. And it says, you have the pure water tank also here. Oh, that's amazing. You can actually lift the water tank in there to wash it. And that is here. It says pure water tank lid. It has you can lift it upward to remove it. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic to know that the inbuilt water tank you are able to remove it and wash it, and that is fantastic. It's fantastic. So let's get close, let's set up because I'm impatient when it comes to My husband is more impatient, but yeah, of course, I want to know the taste of this water. Let's get to the initial setup. And it says that the initial setup takes about 20 minutes. So let's see. It says remove all the blue transport safety clips, which we've done already. We've removed them in our previous unboxing video. Go check it out. It's amazing. And it says place the Fusion Air at your desired location. So we brought it here. It says position the drip tray underneath the water outlet. It's already here. And remove the lid of the tap water tank by lifting it upwards. The lid of the tap water by lifting it upwards. Removed it. Fill both sides of the tank with water up to the marked line. So we are going to lift it upwards to go and fill it up. Let's go, fill it up, let's go. So as we did with our Osmo Fresh, we are just going to position it here and just pull our water faucet out. It's amazing, it's amazing. You need to get a water faucet that you can easily pull out and pull out. It helps with this system a lot. You need to fill both sides of the tank, so we are going to do exactly that. You need to use cold water. So I'm filling it up with cold water. So we have this side filled. Let's go to the next side. Oh, almost. Yeah, we are good to go. So one thing I forgot to mention, one very important thing I forgot to mention with the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air is that it uses the same twin flow technology that the Osmo Fresh Queller Pro uses. So that's why you need to fill both sides, because once you start filtering, it's going to take out the clean water from this section first, and it will be transferring the wastewater gradually to this side, and you obviously have, you know, most of your dissolved solids at the bottom, but the clean water here will be transferred to this section of the tank, and it's going to, you know, be replaced until you virtually have all the clean water out of the system, and you know that it indicates for you to fill it up again. So that is the twin flow technology. Let's get our water onto the unit. Let's get the water onto the unit. So it's not so difficult as we mentioned. You just position it like so, but my only concern is the hook that you need to ensure that it fits onto. But once you get a hook of it, that is it. So you close it like so, and we are going to continue with the process. So it says that place the tank back into the unit and put the lid back on. We've done that. It says place a 2-liter container under the water outlet. Let's go for our beloved 2-liter container. I'm taking this off to look for that. So we have our 2-liter container. It says place a 2-liter container at the outlet. Plug the unit into a power outlet. My best part. And in, and just, you know, plug it up. Yeah, it's on. It's in. So it turned on automatically. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. And it says that, yeah, press the flash button. Which one is that? It turned on, but it went off again. So this is the flash button. I had to select the on button before this thing came back on again. So it says press the flash button to start the automatic setup process. So we press this, and you have, you know, it has a countdown display here. It's going to get reduced until everything is off, and this is displaying the cycle number. So we have the first cycle, and the countdown display shows the seconds remaining until the next water cycle. Amazing. So we have the flash button here, the countdown display here, and also the cycle number. This is our first cycle. Let's wait and see. As you can see, the countdown display keeps, you know, reducing, and we have the cycle number here. I think there may be a very slight difference when it comes to the Osmo Fresh Queller Pro. It's not as loud as the Osmo Fresh Queller Pro, although the Osmo Fresh Queller Pro, to be honest, is not loud at all. As you can tell, the water at the, you know, clean water section of the tank, over here they've not made any labeling, but the larger section of the tank, it keeps reducing, it's going down, and over here it's, you know, it's the same level, but you would obviously see that it will fill up a bit more. But I'm not sure the process at this initial setup. When it comes to the sound, it's very, very minimal. It's not that loud. Just listen to it. It says over here what it's doing for the next 300 seconds. It says for the next 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. Oh, we have the water being dispensed. Yeah, the first cycle water has started dispensing and it looks amazing. So it's basically, it tells you that the fusion air will flush itself automatically. Up to 2 liters of water will be dispensed through the front outlet. So you can see that it's dispensing 2 liters of water. And it's not doing everything at once. It's, you know, it dispenses and it stops, it dispenses and stops. So you can tell that everything is almost out. At the end of 300 seconds, you know, a red water drop is going to appear. So we are waiting for that. And after seeing the red water drop, we should empty the tank and refill both sides with fresh water. So I think it's not ready yet. We are expected to see a lot more water come out of the tank. We are going to nonetheless pour this out and fill it up with a second cycle for us to see if we are going to see any red water drop. Let's see. But in any case, I've written their support group and I'm waiting to receive their feedback on that. So I'll just clean it up and then we are going to, you know, change the water. You still have a good amount of water in here, but yeah, let's dispense it, pour everything out, and then we see. Fill the water, but yeah, the red water drop is that my daughter just told me I see the red water drop. That's amazing. I'm excited. Yay! We finally see the red water drop. So yeah, I did nothing to it. So I was just wondering, should I put that off the machine? Should I turn it on? And just then my daughter was like, why do you want to turn it on? See, mama, I see the red water drop. Oh my goodness, it's there. The red water drop is now there. We need to fill it up again and then bring it back for our second cycle. So let's do that. So we have hit the mark, yeah, be stuck on the hooks. So it's important to hold it on the base and then, you know, position it on the hook. And there you have it. Just close it up like so. In case it's not close, and just give it a turn and close it up. Yep. We are going to place our container there. Press the flash button. So let's go. It's important to use a jar. If you have a jar, it will be very helpful, but I don't have a long jar, so I'm making do with it. Great. So it's going to flash through the filters and the membrane. So we are going to have 3 cycles in total, and we're on the second cycle. I think this, you know, setup is pretty easy. Very, very easy. There's a second cycle, and after the third cycle, we are free to enjoy clean water. I'm excited. So you have the countdown, of course, 300 seconds. That is 5 seconds, and yeah, I mean 5 minutes. That is 300 seconds is 5 minutes, and we'll go on to our third cycle. So it says that we have replaced it and we are counting down to 300 seconds. It says press the flash button to start the second cycle, which we've done. And it says that once the second cycle is complete, repeat step 8 and 9 to begin the third and final flash. So step 8 and 9 is just, filling up our water again. Step 8 says that it's going to flash itself automatically again. So we are just going to flash it out. Press the flash button for the remaining water to flash through the system, and then that is the end of the third cycle. So that's a good one. And after we are done with the third cycle, it says after the third cycle is complete, the system will automatically switch to normal operation mode. Yay! Let's wait and see what happens after the end of the second cycle. So as we can tell, this water is much clearer than the first water that ran through the system. Never mind, you are not seeing the, the red dot here, but it's good. It's going to come eventually. That was what I did. I waited a while and it came. So it didn't come immediately. It came after I took this off. So in case you are running through your system and you do not see the red display right away, never mind, just lift this up and you are going to see it, and you are going to run the water, follow the procedure. We are going to pour our water out, and we are going to pour this out as well and fill it up for the third cycle. So as you can tell, this water is much clearer and cleaner. We lift our lid up, raise it up, lift it up, and then pour it out. When it comes to pouring the water out of this unit, it's not that difficult, but because it's, it's wide, you can just do it like so and pour it out. Our final cycle. We are going to place it on, ensure that the hooks, it's sitting in the hooks. You just push it closer and then you push it down. Close it up. Yeah. So we are going to run it through the, the system for the third cycle. Yay! This is the lovely display we have right here. Just look at that. The display is beautiful. So this is the display of our Osmo Fresh Fusion Air. It's beautiful. It's ready for us to use. That's what we have over here. It looks beautiful. It looks very, very nice. I'm going to pour this out and then we give our Osmo Fresh, taste it. We're going to taste the water. But before we do, let me clean up this space and then we fill it up and then we can enjoy it. So now that we are done setting up our Osmo Fresh, it's time to taste it, but we need to bring, a drip container here. And I love that it's magnetic. When you are pouring the water out, just make sure that you hold it well. And it has, some stuff here. So that's really good. You can position it here like so and get your water. You can use your glass, you can use your carafe. And speaking about, talking about carafes, I got a lovely WMF carafe. Let's see if it's going to fit. This is my beautiful carafe. I can just remove this, bring my push it up forward a bit and just position my carafe there to dispense. I can even bring this forward. So I can bring it forward like so and dispense water into my 1.5 liter carafe and I'm good to go. When you have a lot of guests, it's important to get yourself a carafe so that they don't have to be getting up to be coming to your water filter. But of course, there's a lovely highlight in your kitchen. So yeah. Finally, we have the red water droplets showing. At this moment, we have some functionalities here. I'm going to fill up our tank and then we talk more about the functionalities. So if you remember very well, when you see the white, water droplet blinking, it means that the system is still filtering. So that was why we kept hearing the noise as I was talking about the functionalities here. But with you seeing the red droplet, it means that it's empty. You need to fill it. And just look at this. The water, please come over. The water at this section, has really reduced, drastically reduced. And we have the wastewater here, which we are going to, dispense, pour out. So just look at that. We are going to fill it up. It says we should fill up our water and we are going to enjoy it. One good thing about the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air is the energy saving button. Yes, when you do not need hot water, you can simply turn it off and you can always be dispensing cold water. So that is a great feature during the summer months when you don't need a lot of hot water at home. Yeah, let's fill it up and enjoy it. So that is it. You see that the water has drastically reduced there and the wastewater is all in there. So let's lift it up and then fill it up. Very convenient, to hold it. The reason why the white droplet is not, blinking is because there's water saved in the internal water tank. So we have water to dispense right now. However, we just brought in this water and it's filtering that to add to that. We have some things to note over here in the booklet, giving us a note on the white residue that we see in the water tank after the initial setup. It says during the initial setup, you may notice the water in the tank contains many tiny bubbles that can look like white powder or foam. These bubbles are caused by air trapped in the membrane, and that's the stage 2 membrane. And this is completely normal and not a defect. It says the bubbles usually disappear within 1 to 2 minutes, and the water is perfectly safe to drink. So with continued use, the amount of bubbles will gradually decrease. And it's also giving you a note on the black discoloration of the water during the initial flush. It says during the first setup, the water in the initial flush cycle may appear slightly black due to the carbon particle resin. This is caused by fine activated carbon dust that can form during production or transport as carbon particles rub against each other. This dust is released and flushed out with water during the first use, and after the initial setup, the water should no longer show any discoloration. So yeah, we are excited. Let's look at the functionality. As you look over here, it looks as if it's dim, it's on standby. It doesn't keep long for it to go on standby mode, and that is good. It's energy efficient. With the Osmo Fresh Coiler Pro, it takes a little while before it goes, on standby mode. But with the Fusion Air, it goes on standby mode like in a few seconds of you not using it. So we are going to get our glass. We have our glass here. We are positioning it here. Over here, we have it set to 600 ml. You can dispense water with the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air up to 2 liters of water. And that's a good one. You can dispense up to 2 liters of water. And I have this at 600 ml. I do not need this much. So it's good you have the plus and the minus sign. You can, once I touched it, it's on active mode now. I'm reducing the amount of water I can dispense. But I think that for now, I'll put it on 150 ml. I'm going to dispense my water, enjoy it, bring this video to a close. And in our next video, we are going to talk about the functionalities of the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air. So we are putting it on 150 ml and going to get room temperature water. Let's get started. Yay! Look at the speed of the water. That is amazing. That is amazing. So that is 150 ml of water that I just got in about 3 seconds. Amazing. So let's give it a taste. Leka, leka, leka. It's nice. It's very, very nice. It's very nice. It's nice. You can feel, some, I don't know how to put it, but it tastes really clear. It tastes nice, and you can feel a lot of, yes, the word is new, minerals. You can feel a lot of minerals in there. They said it comes with 50% more minerals in there, so you can feel the minerals in there, and I like the taste of it generally. I think I need to get a bit used to it, just as I did with the Osmo Fresh Cola Pro. This also needs, you need to adjust to it, but the taste is, it tastes very fresh and clean. So I hope you give this video a thumbs up, you enjoyed it, and also share with your friends and family. As always, we'll see you in the next one. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what, reverse osmosis units you have in your home and the benefits you are enjoying so far. For us, it has been Osmo Fresh, and we are excited. We use the Osmo Fresh Cola Pro for some time, and we are excited with the functionalities of the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air. In our next video, we are going to talk about that. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!